Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about the tools that I think the average male needs to get to a 300 bench. Quite frankly, I don't think people need as much complexity as they think they do for this. I do think they need to eat. I think that the biggest thing that holds back a lot of young men is not being willing to eat enough protein and enough food over time to at least slowly gain body weight. And I want to be clear up front. This advice I'm giving you, if you don't eat enough, it's still not going to get you there because you have to accrue enough lean tissue. I'm not telling you need to bulk and get sloppy fat or anything. I'm simply telling you that for most of you out there, in other words, if you're average height and you choose to stay 160 pounds, okay, well, that's your problem. Again, I am not telling people they need to bulk up over 20% body fat. So let me be clear on that. That is not the point I am making. Before anyone says, oh, he just wants everyone to bulk up fat. No, because I don't. I don't think you should have to do that for a goal like a 300 bench. Now, people will say things like, well, it's genetics. I'm a hard gainer. No, you don't eat enough. That's it. And if you're worried about gaining fat, then maybe do really large amounts of protein overfeeding. Okay, that's another way to avoid the fat gain while still accumulating lean tissue to do this. But in terms of training, I just simply don't think most people need that complex of programming. You don't, not for a 300 bench. Now, will you need to put in a lot of time? If you're not genetically gifted and genetically built for the bench press, is it going to take you a while to get there? Yes, it might take you years, and that's perfectly reasonable. A lot of guys are like, I only bench 225 now. How long do you think it'll take? It took me 2 years to get to 225. How long do you think it'll take me to get 300? It might take you another 3 or 4 or 5 years. But you don't need complex programming to get there. What you need is just a few exercises. Like quite frankly, I don't think we even need a lot of supplemental work. When I start talking about all this incline benching and other stuff I have a lot of guys do, these are guys with certain weak points. So, we can do incline and things to work on those weak points. We can do other shoulder work. And I think for people with certain sticking points who have built a base already, I think like the incline, for example, I think it's a phenomenal exercise. Right? Specifically for certain weak points, people who have problems with that middle transition point on a max bench, getting strong at incline will help you with that. It'll help you a lot. However, if we're going to bring it down to the most simple tools, guys need to work on pause benching. That is a big problem I see with a lot of guys who struggle to get to a 300. They're just touching going all the time. Stop doing that. Start pausing all your reps. Watch the benching I did here in this video there. Notice all those reps were paused. All those reps were paused. Some of the last reps were done with 2 or 3 second pauses. You've got to learn to stay tight and pause. Quit trying to cheat your way through a bigger bench. Look, if you want to later do an arch and get up on your toes and all that stuff for competition or to test your max, go ahead. Stop trying to build your bench that way. Get in, get tight, pause on your chest on all your reps, get those heels on the floor, dig in tight. You don't need a massive arch. Work on building your chest. Work on being able to explode from the bottom. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, you need to be doing some lat work. Again, why? It will help you explode out of the bottom. It'll help you control the eccentric, back work in general. I'm doing pull-ups in this video. You can do rows. Main thing is you need your lats. You need your posterior delts. You need your traps bigger. You need to work the middle and upper back. It will give you a stable platform to bench from. It will help you, again, power off the chest. In fact, bigger lats will help you slingshot the weight out of the bottom a little bit. Right? They'll help you there. Not because they help move the weight, but because of the external leverages it can apply to the back of your arm. Okay? Can help you pop out of the bottom, particularly once you've built those pecs up to do all of that. And if you can get it moving fast enough, that's kind of why I'm doing the JM presses in here. For most guys who are novices, they struggle off the chest. Novice, I'm saying if you bench under 300 pounds as a man, okay, you stick off the chest. Okay, all the pause work and then some lat work and back work will facilitate you getting better speed off the chest. And if you can get it moving faster, guess what? You don't have to grind early. All right, what else we got? Those JM presses, why? They're a phenomenal lockout builder. They build the tricep in a way that has a lot of joint angle specificity and carryover to the top half of the bench for your triceps. See where I'm going? If we can get it shifted to where you don't stick too far down, right? If you don't stick too far down, you at least don't slow till the halfway point, the JM press will handle the rest. It will put you in a situation to where you can lock the bench. Now, beyond this, you'll probably need more specialized work. This is where we start looking at, hey, do I need more shoulder work? Do I need more incline work? Do I need different tools? Okay? Beyond that. But if you're just trying to get to the 300, there's me doing a 2-second pause with 365, flat-footed. Notice I'm grinding through that whole top half. JM presses got me to where I could do that. That is why I'm a fan of that exercise, because I did that doing tons and tons and tons and tons of pause benching and lat work, to where I could get that speed even with that long pause. JM press helps me lock it. So those are really the tools that you need. Outside of that, what would I say? Band work. Keep your elbow tendons healthy. It will, again, help with better tricep development, and it will help keep your elbows healthy, your elbow tendons healthy from all that JM pressing. But it is my opinion that these are the tools that will get the average guy to, 300 bench. Again, if they are willing to gain enough muscle. The diet has to be on point. You have to be eating enough to gain muscle, both enough protein, enough calories, all of those things. But in terms of programming, we don't need complex programming to get to a 300 bench. We don't need a lot of complex exercises. I really do mean these are the exercises that can get most of you there. And again, as you start to get more and more advanced and it becomes harder to gain muscle, then obviously we need to get thick everywhere. There can definitely come a point where it's like we need more shoulder work. We might need incline work. We might need dumbbell work. Okay? They all have their place. But for that sort of goal, you don't necessarily need that. You really just need to focus on a lot of pause benching. The right tricep exercises build your back. But lots and lots and lots and lots of pause work. Build that chest off the bottom.